Welcome back, everybody. My name is Mr. Seth, and we have been learning how to play the guitar together. If you are at this video, that means that you have already learned to play in the key of C. That's C, F, G, and A minor. You've already learned to play in the key of G, which is G, C, D, and E minor. You've now just learned to play in the key of D, which is D, G, A, and B minor. And now we're going to learn to play in the key of A because we're on our way to learn all 5 of the guitar-friendly keys. How do we remember that again? DGAC, right? Those are the 5 guitar-friendly keys, okay? So before we begin, I want you guys to pull out your tuners, make sure that everybody is in tune. That's the most important part before we play guitar. Remember, doesn't matter how many chords we know, if our guitars still are out of tune, they'll never sound good. So, here we go. If you are in tune like I am, keep watching this video. Now, we're going to learn the key of A. So, in order to do that, remember, we're going to use some of the music theory that we've learned already. So we're going to think about the key of A, and we're going to think about the Nashville number system. Okay, so if I said, what are the 4 most important numbers in every key? You would say 1, 4, 5, and 6. Okay? If I was to say, hey, well, what are the 4 most important chords in the key of A? What are the 4 most important chords in the key of A, right? You would say A, because that's 1, and then use your fingers. So if we have A, then we have B, C, what's 4? D, and then we have 5, which is E, and then we have 6, which is F. And is that a happy chord or a sad chord? That's a sad chord, so it's F minor. And then remember, in these 5 guitar-friendly keys, okay, when an F or a C or a G is made into a minor, so if there's a minor next to it, okay, we also write a little sharp sign in between right there. So this is an F sharp minor. That's how we say it, okay? F sharp minor. Can you say that? Fantastic. Okay, so we already know how to play an A chord. This is the same A chord. We take our pinky and we put it right here on the B string. We take our 3rd finger and we take our middle finger and we put it right there on the D string, okay? We already know how to play this D, okay? We put our middle finger on the very bottom, 3rd finger right here on the 3rd fret of the B string, and our 1st finger right here up at the top. It's the same D chord that we've been playing, okay? Now, we don't know how to play an E major chord like this one, but we do know how to play an E minor chord, right? So let's see. If I said this was an E minor, it would be like this, okay? Try this with your 2 middle fingers. Make sure you're playing it with the 2 middle fingers. You play this E minor, okay? And now, what I want you to do is put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the G string, right there. Just like this. And that one finger turns this from a minor chord into a major chord. So in just a second, I'm going to show you guys right here. But that's how we write that F sharp minor chord, or that E chord. And then we're going to now write this F sharp minor chord. Now, for the first time in our guitar class, we're actually going to have to write a chord diagram that stretches more than just the 3rd fret. Okay? So I'm going to write this out. This is the 4th fret and the 5th fret, okay? Now in order to play this F sharp minor, what we do is from this E, we take these 2 fingers up and we slide this 1st finger forward. So now our 1st finger is pressing on the 2nd fret of the G string. And then we do this weird thing I'll show you guys in just a minute, okay? Watch this. We put our 3rd finger up here on this fret, on the 4th fret, and our pinky right underneath that one, okay? So let me show you. 4 more chords we're learning, okay? We're on our way to the 5 guitar-friendly keys, right? Here we go. We're going to play A. You know how to play an A. play a D. We're going to play an E major. Watch this. I'm going to play an E minor just like this, okay? And then I'm going to put my first finger right here, okay, on the first fret of that fourth string down, okay? So I take these two fingers, put them right there, and then this one finger right there, and that's my E chord. Okay? It sounds really big and powerful, right? That's the E chord. So we have A, D, E, and then watch this. To play an F sharp minor, I'm going to show you. We're going to take these two fingers from an E. I want you to play this E chord with me. Okay? I want you to lift these two fingers up and take this first finger. Now slide it forward one fret. Okay, so we're on the second fret now. And then I want you to, in the air, take your pinky and your ring finger, and I want you to put them together just like this. Okay? Just like that. Together like this. And then I want you to place them right here. Okay? So not all the way up at the top, but down one string from the top, right here. So on the A and the D string, just like this. And I know that this might be a big chord, okay? But remember, you can move that elbow, you can move that thumb up and down too to find a place where you can reach this, okay? So this is what it sounds like. I'm gonna take my thumb, just go slow through these. Woo. Isn't that a really cool chord? That's F sharp minor. Okay? So watch, play a D chord just like this. Watch. If I play a D, look, my first finger doesn't have to move from that F sharp. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play D, and then we're going to play F sharp minor. D, F sharp minor. Watch this. I just take these two fingers, move them up, and lift that middle finger up. But I keep my first finger right here. D, F sharp minor. Okay? So we play D, F sharp minor. You can do it. Even if you don't have the chord, keep strumming. D, F sharp minor. Back to an E. Ready? Watch this. To an E. How do we do it? We slide our first finger back and we put these two right here. And then play an A chord. Last one. Ready? Here we go. We're going to go like this. A. We move these two down and the pinky goes down there. Okay? So we have A, D, E, and F sharp minor. Okay? That's our 1, 4, 5, 6 in the key of A. And now, just like in all the other keys, after this video, what I want you guys to do is to move these around into different progressions. Let me show you real fast, okay? If I play this, if I play F sharp minor, I'm just picking these 4 chords, okay? I'm playing D, and then I'm playing E, and then A. Okay, so watch this. Let's say this is my progression. And I'm just gonna make something up. I'm gonna strum 4th note down strums, but I'm gonna do half a measure each. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, D, and E, 2, and A, 2. So F sharp minor, D, E, and A. Now remember, all you have to do in order to write songs, in order to make up songs of your own, is to take some of these chords and different progressions and move them all around and then just start saying words over them. So if I have these chords and I go, all you do is start saying words over the top. So you can go, I am playing guitar right now and showing you how to write a song. Okay? Those 4 chords, I just picked 4 random chords and I started saying words, and all of a sudden now I wrote a song. That's great, right? So what I want you guys to do, practice these chords, move them all around, get familiar with all of them and moving between all these chords, so that then when we come back and we learn the next key, okay, we have 1 more key to go. Once we learn that key, then we can review all of those keys, and you guys know how to play so much guitar. And then there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs that you guys can play now, and there's songs that you can write. So do it. I'm so excited to hear what you come up with. And please, if you write a song, please record it and send it to me. I would love to hear what you write, okay? That's awesome. I'll see you guys in the next video. So proud of you.